on there, YouTube? Just got up today and had a box on the porch. So I thought I'd do an unboxing here. This is from NightCrawlers3D. If you're following along on Facebook and Instagram, you've seen he's got a bunch of new bodies and new stuff. And I'm stockpiling bodies here. I've got 5 or 6 builds I could start, but I just getting excited now that there's getting to be some stuff available for these hot rods. So I'm going to show you what all I got. So I'm going to start cutting this bad boy open. And if you're not familiar, if it's your first time watching the channel, NightCrawlers3D, contact him on Instagram. He makes that body, and he can get you that body, and he's working on a ton of new ones as well. Excuse me. Alright, just woke up literally. As you can see, he's very good packaging. Everything always arrives nice and safe. Oh man, we're going to have a peanut mess again. See if I can get this thing out of here in one piece. There we go. That something feels heavy. Oh, what is this? Alright, hang on here. That's not what I ordered. I think that's all of it wrapped up in one tight little package there. Alright, box is empty. Get that out of the way. Let's see what we got going on here. Well, he contacted me a long time ago on Instagram. He had some files that fit along with what I was doing with the hot rods. So we worked together, sized things, got him set up with Facebook, and got him rocking and rolling, selling stuff now. I think I know what this is. Alright, so this is one of his castings. He's been practicing getting this cast in, I guess that's resin, and fixes a lot of the smoothness issues with the top that these were having. It's got a few little imperfections, but not anything terrible. That is nice. It's heavy. Same thickness as the 3D body. Windows and stuff. Got a few little edges need to be worked out. Now when we started doing this, the visor was a problem. It is chipped in a few spots. Now, this isn't what he's selling. This is one that is one of his first attempts. It has a few issues. I told him a while ago that anything he prints or has that doesn't come out right, I would take, so because I can work some magic on it. So yeah, this really isn't that bad. There's no weak edges. There's just a few bad cast lines here and there, little rough edges around the windows, but who knows what we can make this. That roof is nice and smooth. The visor needs a lot of work, but yeah, we could chop that off and put a real visor on there and make one out of metal. Alright, so I wasn't expecting that. Let's see what else we got. Man, this thing is just chock full of stuff. And here we have one of the new truck cabs. Let's slide this stuff out of the way here. Make sure y'all can even see this. I'm sorry, I'm not awake yet. Oh, alright. I'm going to go ahead and zoom you in. So this is one of the truck cabs based off of the 2-door sedan. And I'm going to take all the tape off. He prints it in 2 pieces. Since the roof, any of y'all are familiar with 3D printing, you print it like that, this curve is going to have marks on it like my roof did on the, well, like that. So it's going to be hard to fill. So we started printing them like this and doing the back separately. So your back is nice and smooth, you've got the body line, and you only have this one area up here that needs a little work. and then your main body, your roof is nice and smooth. Then you just put them together. And this is one of the new ones that is chopped a little bit more. I've been wanting to see one. I haven't seen anybody else get one yet. So he went through the original file, turned it into a truck, and then he chopped them, and you got different levels of roof height for it. And yeah. So again, like that's the only area that's going to need a little filler work, just that one spot. It's really a better way to do it because that roof is flawless. It even made the visor smoother and better. Really, really good stuff, especially for your price. He's very reasonably priced. I think these truck cabs are, I'm not sure how much he's selling these for now. The Vicky bodies, or the two-door sedan, were around 110, I think. And I think these are around, they're a little bit less because obviously it's smaller. But yeah, he's come a long way. This one that I've got was one of the first ones he'd printed. And he's been tweaking it ever since. Every one he does is just a little bit better, a little bit more detail, a little more refined. So he's constantly improving, and that's part of the reason I like dealing with him, because he's not just printing out the same thing over and over. He's constantly messing with stuff. He's constantly working on new designs. He's like me. He's always looking forward to what's next, what he can do to make it better. So he's been a real good guy to work with, and if you've got any special requests or anything with your order, you want something done slightly different, he can look at it and tell you yay or nay. And that can be done real easy, or that might take me a while, or no, I really can't do that. So, got a again, very well packaged, perhaps too well packaged. And the price for that truck cab does include a hood and a grill. So it's not, you're not just buying that only. You get the hood to go with it, and I got a spare hood, and the grill to go with it. So you have everything but a truck bed. Or do you? This is something we've been talking about for a while as well. After I made my number 2 bedsides out of metal, he started working on some 3D printed ones. So now we've got nice thick 3D printed bedsides to make a scale bed. And if it's like my hot rod build over there, you don't have what do you call it? You don't have a bed floor. It's just the sides, the frames on the rat rods, that style. My camera will show you. There we go. Frame always steps up real high, so you just need a side on there to make it look like a truck. So there's still a lot of stuff left in here. Let me bring the camera around since we're getting kind of crowded up here. So here's the bed sides, and they are perfect length in my opinion. I like how those come out a lot. And we've talked about everything. He's, like I said, he's a really good guy to work with. He sent me some pictures of these, and I was like, a little bit thinner, a little bit this, a little bit that, and he adjusted it, and there we go. And asked him for a couple extra grills. He's even added more reinforcement inside of it now to make it stiffer. See, that's constant improvement. I love that. But this is what I used on the number 2. He sent me one that was defective print, and I cut all the bad fins out of it and made my own insert. But these are pretty easy to use for just about any hot rod build. Let's see what's next. I see something else very exciting rolled out of the bubble wrap over here. Try to clear some of this off. So he's also, I've been trying to get him to branch into new things, like seats. So now we've got some racing seats. These aren't necessarily the right style for the rat rods. Got a little bit of print residue on there. I don't know what you call it. These aren't my style for the rat rod or the hot rod, but for crawler guys and anything, these might be a cheaper alternative to some of your other available seats that are out there. Move that bedside over there. They're a little rough. They need a little bit of sanding, but the basic shape's there. And it's all solid, so you could drill some holes in it, put some seat belts through it, mount a driver to it, whatever you wanted to do. Some of this stuff's still like the... now, if anybody else is familiar with 3D printing, there's a filler layer you have to add to some of your prints, so when it prints, it doesn't fall apart. And then once it's done, you just break it off. There's still a little bit of that slag on there, as I'll call it. And it comes right off, and it's not a big deal. But yeah, got a set of racing seats. What is all this? Next, we've got... Now any of this stuff here, you can contact him and get. You don't have to buy it all together. You can make just the seats, just the bedsides, and my new favorite part, he can make you fuel tanks. And he based this off of the size of my copper tank that I made for my rat rod. And he can put the filler neck on the side, middle, wherever you want it. He can make them different lengths, whatever. That is solid 3D printed. It's not hollow. It's nice and it's got a little weight to it. It's going to be durable. It's going to be easy to sand. It's got a few little edges that need to be smoothed out, but got a nice little fuel tank to mount back there behind your cab. Look at it's just a hair shorter than my tank back there on number 2. But like I said, he can make that in any length. And now if you want to buy something just like that from him, you can order that alone. Got a little cup here. He's been working on getting a lot of more detailed parts, little odds and ends and things like that you can get along with your bodies. If I can open it. So now we've got even 3D printed headlight buckets. And they're actually, the backs are really smooth. No holes for LEDs, but that could be easily fixed because this is all 3D plastic. It's nice, it's the perfect thickness. It's not flexible, it's nice and solid. And you can take these and mount them to the side of the grill, off of your axle like I did on number 2. You can do whatever you want to with those. And it comes with some little pins to mount it with, so you don't even have to come up with screws. You can drill a small hole and glue it in with these little pins. He's thinking of every little detail possible, everything you could need to do a build with. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and open this up and we'll come right back because I want to put... Alright guys, so I got it kind of mocked up. We've got a scale flathead V8. It's got 2 singles on the top with little air scoops. It's got kind of cool hot rod headers. The pins that were in with the headlight buckets fit down in here to hold all this together. And these valve covers are excellent looking. Let's see if I can get you a better, clearer look of that. These things look great. Excellent detail. The slight texture to it makes it look like an old cast iron piece. Then the carburetors, and they mount with the pins as well, or you could glue it or whatever you want to do because it's all just 3D plastic. The front of the block and also up on your intake have pulleys, so you can use rubber bands or hair ties or whatever and actually mount a belt to your belt drive system. Pretty basic design. The headers slide in. They are hollow on the end. The headers are my favorite part. They look awesome. This is solid again, and it is big enough. You could drill this out and put your RC motor inside of it. That might be something we look at doing because it's plenty big enough for that. It's actually very perfect size for that, and you still have plenty of meat left around it. Drilling that big of a hole might be a challenge, but that might be something that you can work with Nightcrawlers on and have him have this out the perfect size for a can motor to fit right in. And that might be something we talk about later. So yeah, that's quite a haul. Let me mock up this truck cab here with the bedside so you can see what all you get. Alright, so there's a look at the bedsides and everything together with the hood. It's a really nice balance. I think the bed's the right length to go with the long nose. Oh, let me do one more thing. Just for giggles. Oh, there we go. Might move that forward just a little bit. Looks pretty good. Again, guys, big shout out to Play Gould at NightCrawlers3D. It's been a pleasure working with him, and he's still coming up with great ideas. You can find him on Facebook and Instagram. And yeah, he can make a lot of things. He's got a lot of designs in the work. He's making some more wild and crazy things that we've been talking about. And he's really helping drive the new hot rod genre. And yeah, it's a lot of fun doing this kind of stuff. It's just, you know, we're designing stuff together. He comes to me with ideas, and we bounce ideas back and forth with it, and then he makes them, and it's just magic. So it's been really fun, and we'll get some awesome stuff like this. It's gonna be a lot of work, obviously, building stuff from scratch. I gotta build some chassis, and yeah, but that's part of the fun. I just gotta not get ahead of myself and try to start building all of these at once. I need to set these bad boys on the shelf and keep working on the one I'm working on, and not try to build two at once or anything, because then I won't be able to put the focus in that I want to put in. But yeah, appreciate you guys watching, sticking through this long video of me rambling on about toys. So but again, it's NightCrawlers3D on Instagram and Facebook. You can buy any bit of this. You can buy every bit of this. It's very reasonably priced, and he's easy guy to work with. Ships it, packs it nice, ships it fast. Good guy to do business with. So anyways, thank you, and I will see y'all in the next video.